I liked him, he liked me, but we didn't know that. For 2 years, we were just like best friends.
In that case, like, tell me more about you guys. Okay, how did you guys end up like together? Terus like the beginning and everything else. How did you meet? Maybe we can start with that.
I'll let you take that one.
Okay. Well, so when I was in Dianza, I was like in a friend group with his sister. Jadi we were together kayak one group gitu. Terus we started off as best friends. So we were friends for the longest time, like 2 years.
I guess it wasn't that long.
It was
but 2 years,
pretty
yeah.
long lah.
Years.
Best friend dulu.
Best friends.
Yeah, I would say really
Friend
close.
and then best friend.
And then I guess kayak when I first talked to him, it just clicked, and he understood my jokes, which not everyone does. And so kayak when we talked, it just felt right. Like I didn't have to be anyone else, so it was just very comfortable from the very beginning, and we didn't have any intentions of like, kejar ini, kejar itu gitu kayak. It's just like genuinely a friendship, a really good friendship. And then from there, so we're I guess pretty apa ya, people who don't really know the cues. So I liked him, he liked me, but we didn't know that. For 2 years we were just like best friends kayak thinking kayak, oh yeah, I like him, cuman kayaknya dia enggak deh, because we're both very friendly people. So we just thought like, oh, he's just like that to everyone gitu. Jadi yeah, really a long time went by, and then he finally like had some, moves.
Yeah, he actually initiated, huh?
Yeah.
So he initiated that thing. So you're the one who initiated, like, I kind of have feelings for you, you know.
I would say so. It was kind of like, okay, we finally got the cue, and it was like, okay, so it was a kind of a long story, but like she said, we were pretty much already best friends. We were pretty close, but then it was nearing the end of my time in the Bay Area, so I was about to graduate high school and move to Seattle. So at that point, I kind of already knew I was moving to Seattle. So nothing really progressed, and then when I moved to Seattle, I still visited the Bay Area quite a bit because my family was still there, my brother's still there. I think you know him.
Yeah.
And then my sister was also still in Dianza, about to transfer out, I think. So I visited my family quite a bit, and I still met Vivienne. And then that's kind of when, at least I guess I knew that, dang, I actually like this girl. So just kind of go for it and see how it goes. So honestly, it started out really just, it wasn't as clear cut as I expected it to be. We just kind of had to figure out along the way, but you just gotta shoot your shot,
Yeah. So basically, after you left, then you came back to visit, and baru that's how you guys ended up like talking about it.
Yeah, pretty much. So crazy thing is, we did start out long distance. It was I think it was like my freshman year for sure. I think it was like spring quarter of my freshman year or something like that. So I was in Seattle for like about 6 months already.
Okay.
But we got together. So
basically the bulk of our relationship was like long distance. So hopefully in January he's going back for good, and I live in Cambridge. I was just here for vacation. Hopefully will probably be the end of our LDR.
Hopefully,
yeah. Yeah, no, I remember you telling about that, Vivienne. Okay, bulk of it was LDR, and then it was as if like being together in the same place is something that is more unusual than, which I think is interesting.
So it became really different, kayak it's as if like when people are dating in person, terus mereka long distance, it became hard, right? Itu kayak balik for us. So like long distance are normal, terus kayak meeting is like the one that's not normal. So when we met, and like there's one period of time kayak setahun, like I was in Seattle, so it was quite challenging, I would say, because we had to get used to a lot of different things, like kayak seeing this person so often in person, terus kayak not having the space that we normally have in LDR segala macam. So a lot to work around, but I think it's good. It's been good.
Nice, it's good to hear. And then let me go back a bit. Jadi, so you guys were kind of like close friends gitu ya, close, maybe best friends-ish. If that's the case, like nowadays I guess like from what I see, both like in guys and girls perspective, biasanya when you get to that point, it's like you're pretty much friend zoning each other. And then like I have a few like chick friends, we're very close. Like I consider them like not even someone I would ever date. It's just like because we have that kind of relationship. and those are the ones I consider kind of like, yeah, I guess like my real best friends gitu lah. Tapi kayak because I see them just as friends, I pretty much friend zone them. They probably friend zone me too. So like, how did that work between you guys? Because I know, especially for girls, gitu, from when I talk to them, it's like, yeah, once a guy is in that zone or in that position, it's kind of hard for him to get out. Kan. Jadi kayak, how do you guys see that perspective? Okay, what was like that for you?
I think kayak, to be honest, it wasn't something that was premeditated. Kayak it sounds like in that situation kayak, oh, I already placed him in friend zone. Tapi nggak pernah kepikiran gitu. Like, and I just never thought about it. Like, oh, he's friend zone. Kayak nggak pernah sih. So everything just kind of fell naturally, I would say. So yeah, I mean, do you have?
Yes, honestly, I felt a little bit friend zone for a while there. That's actually part of the reason why I kind of didn't really go for her, because like, you know, you couldn't read the signs very clearly. Like she's friend zoning me, she's just friendly to everyone, whatever. So I felt like that for a little bit, but then at the end, like I think towards the end, like when I finally just like had the courage to like, you know what, just screw this, I'm going for it. I think that's kind of what propelled me forward, I guess, because if you don't ask, you'll never know, kind of thing. I just assumed that I was being friend zoned, so I just kind of went for it.
There's a lot of assumption in this relationship.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like it was. I mean, it was a. I guess if you're already in that perspective, Jayson, about how you're friend zoned, it's like it's kind of a high risk, high reward kind of move.
Pretty much,
like,
yeah.
Tapi it sounds like then you kind of already had that initial, I guess, attraction for each other, even like before when you said anything.
I think
is that kind of the way it was? That there's like this unspoken tension, gitu, a little bit. See?
A little bit. Do you think so?
Tension, like in a good way.
In a good way, yeah. Like one of those, like it's like
you kind of know, like you like each other, kind of thing, right?
Yeah. Well, no, we didn't know that we liked each other. We just knew that we fit really well together.
Like we definitely like got along pretty well.
Like more than other people that I am close to.
Yeah,
I see.
Yeah.
So let me ask you one question, Jayson. If you did that, and then knowing that like Yoda, I kind of maybe like in that friend zone, and she said like, yeah, you know, I don't really feel that way about you.
No. Well,
this is something that a lot of guys go through. Like,
exactly.
Like they people like they misread signs when it comes to their friends. Because they end up saying this, and then in the end, like my and then not just with guys, girls do that too. I'm sure there's girls they consider this guy as like someone they have feelings for. Malahan they really chat their feelings and doesn't respond. Jadi kayak, I guess like what would you do, and do you have any tips for people like that who go through that kind of stuff?
I feel like you said, it's definitely high risk, high reward. But when I brought it up to her, like when I finally, you know, had the courage to like tell her what was going on and like how I felt about her, you kind of just set your own expectations and like at least tell her, you know, hey, I really hope you just gotta say it. Like I really hope that, you know, this doesn't impact our friendship anyway. I think because we've been friends at that point for like a while, yeah. So I pretty much know everything about her. She knows a lot of things about me too. So I just, you know, kind of say it right off the bat, like, hey, I really hope we can still be friends if this, you know, if it doesn't progress into anything. But I guess when I said it, I didn't have too much like I didn't expect too much out of her, pretty much. Yeah,
okay.
Just assume the worst.
so basically, yeah, shoot your shot, take a risk, and then don't expect anything. And at the end of the day, it's always in the turn for the best. And I think having I think not doing it is going to be worse for you than doing it and it not going maybe like the way that you wanted to. But if you have expectations, there's no such thing as loss either, right?
Yeah. I think for me, like the what ifs are like worse than, you know, kind of getting rejected or whatnot. So
I completely agree. I completely agree. Over you, Vivienne, do you have any insights on that?
From a female perspective.
Female perspective, yeah.
But to be honest, when people say like, oh, I hope we can still be friends, like, I mean, what's the reality of that? Let's say if it doesn't work out, pasti susah sih. So I mean, I think it would be still awkward. Like if someone like, hey, I like you, gitu. Kalau nggak cocok, I think there's still gonna be that weird tension going on.
Yeah. Could be. Yeah. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of you guys watch Friends now. Yeah, I remember Joey and Rachel. That was pretty funny. See, like the where he tells her he loves her, tapi malahan like she doesn't respond back, and then like there's an awkward tension gitu lah. Tapi I mean, it takes. I mean, definitely in the moment, it's definitely a bit weird. Tapi I think it takes time. Like once you start getting back to the flow of things, especially like once time helps you like move on from the situation, yeah, I think you can always go back to go see.
Yeah.
in my opinion.